everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to make this follow-up video to let you know how things are going. Today is December 24th, it's Christmas Eve. I hope you're all safe and enjoying time with your families today. Just wanted to give you an update on how I'm doing and where things are. I think the last video I filmed was after my second round of chemo, and I had 6 rounds. I had planned on doing a video following each round just to update you on, how I was feeling and things like that. But honestly, I wasn't up to it. The chemo really wore me out. It made me very, very tired. I was fatigued most of the time. I was feeling nausea. I was dizzy. I was kind of just, out of it, not feeling well. So, I wasn't really up to, getting ready and, doing these videos. So, I wanted to update you on how things went. After my third round, before my third round of chemo, my doctor in Monterey had decided to remove one of the drugs in the R-CHOP. It was the O and R-CHOP. He decided to remove that drug from my treatment because it was causing neuropathy. So I had numbness in my fingers, I had numbness in my toes, my feet, my tongue, and my lips. And he said that one drug was probably the least important of the drugs that I was taking. So he decided to remove that drug, and so my third round was without that. Well, after my third round, I had a scan. So they did a halfway scan after my third round just to make sure that the treatment was working. And after that scan, I went to go see my doctor at Stanford. So she's the one overseeing my treatments. She she did not agree with taking the drug out. She reduced it to half though, to try and help with the neuropathy and hopefully not make it any worse than it is. So that drug came back, but it was reduced to half. And then she went over my scan. So my scan actually came back very good. There was really very little sign of cancer at that point. This was after my third round of chemo. There were a few light spots, but most of the tumors were gone, and I had several. I tried counting them, but they're kind of like popcorn type tumors, and so it's hard to see when it's one tumor or two. So I counted at least 20. I think I had more than 20 small tumors in my it was my lymph nodes. And most of them were gone. I mean, I really couldn't, there were just a few light spots that they saw. But after my third round, when I saw the scan, I thought, well, maybe they'll change my treatments, and because I was miserable with this chemo. But they decided to keep it the same and just continue forward with that. But yes, after seeing that scan, I was very, very hopeful. Honestly, even after my first round of chemo, at my first video, I had talked about my symptoms and how I had some lumps in my neck. I had actually 4 lumps. I had one here, I had 2 back here, and then I had one here. Those, after the first round of chemo, I couldn't feel them anymore. So after my first round, I was already very hopeful that the chemo was going to work. And then after seeing my scan after the third round, it was very, made me very hopeful. So it was reassuring. So we continued like that. We continued with the same treatments up through my 6th round. My 6th round was in November. And then on November 23rd, I went, which was the day before Thanksgiving, I went to see my doctor at Stanford to go over my final scan, because I had a scan that week on a Monday. I had a scan, my final scan. And then I met with her on a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, to go over the results. And at that point, I found out that I'm cancer-free. So the chemotherapy worked. I am cancer-free. There was no evidence of cancer. There's no sign of disease. They couldn't find anything to worry about at that time. So that was great news. So moving forward, I had, of course, lots of questions. What's next? Do I have to continue with any sort of treatments? What happens now? So moving forward now, I need to have a checkup every 3 months. That is with my doctor in Monterey. So I go to Monterey every 3 months for a checkup and just like a physical exam. And then every 6 months, I have to have a scan. So every 6 months, they do a full body scan. Well, it's actually from my head to my thighs. They do a scan every 6 months, and then I go and see the doctor at Stanford. So this routine is for the first 2 years, where I go every 3 months to Monterey, every 6 months have a scan, and go to Stanford. And then after 2 years, it becomes every 6 months I have an appointment. So I don't have to do the 3 months anymore. I do every 6 months at Stanford with a scan to make sure it's not coming back. So I guess the first 5 years are very critical. So we do this for 5 full years. That's when there's most chance of reoccurrence. She didn't say what the percentages were. I think I read that there's like a 71% chance that it will not come back. But that still leaves almost 30%, 29% that it can recur. So the first 5 years I think are the most critical. So it's every 3 months at first, every 6 months after that, until the first 5 years. And then after the first 5 years, it's yearly, because you have a much better chance of, staying cancer free. So I'm praying that my scans all stay clean and that, I stay healthy. So that's where things are. I'm very happy and thankful for my doctors. I'm just, really relieved that this worked and that we have the technology today to be able to treat this kind of cancer. And there were some people that reached out to me, and I just want you to know that I am thinking of you all and I am praying for you all. There was Wilma and Drew from New Zealand that I want to say I'm thinking about you. Annabelle from Ireland, you are the sweetest. Best of luck. Please keep me posted on how things are going. Jessica and Hadar, I'm thinking of you also. I hope you are doing well, and keep me posted on your treatments. Kyle from the UK, thank you for reaching out to me. Please update me on how you are doing. And then Michael James, I hope everything's going well for you too. So all of you, I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your family. My family and my friends, those of you who have been watching these videos and watching how things are going, I just want to let you know that I feel very blessed to have you in my life, because I've had so much support. I couldn't have done this without all of you. I love you all. I appreciate you so much. So thank you. I love you. Best of luck to everyone. Keep me posted on how things are going. And if I need to make another video, I will add it and keep you updated on how I'm doing. But as of right now, it's going to be a great Christmas for me and my family. Please stay safe. Take care.